Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. It is the 11th of August and it is 1:11 p.m. Wow, okay, and I've put my timer on for 44 minutes and 40 seconds. Yeah, numbers do speak very loudly. It just happens that I was ready to press record at this time. 11th of August 2026. Tomorrow is the Leo eclipse, the new moon, the total solar eclipse happening on the axis Leo Aquarius. Aquarius is where the sun, what am I saying? Aquarius is where the north node is of the moon, and the moon and the sun will conjoin. They will come together and birth a seed, which we plant now. Set your intentions, because we've got a total solar eclipse where the light of the sun will be eclipsed out. We can have a moment of darkness. You can Google, I suppose, to see in which countries this eclipse will be visible. I know it won't affect many countries. Usually when we can see the eclipse, when it's visible from our country, that's when the most fated and difficult events happen. Now, we don't fear eclipses because they're just fated events, big and important, significant events that happen in our life that have got to do with endings and beginnings and endings. Now, this is a new moon, so it's a new beginning. But remember, a new moon is a dark moon. Until we could see the moon in the cusp of the moon in the sky, we will be possibly in the dark. But the light of the sun will be blocked. Therefore, it's a time of going inwards, internalizing, looking within, going within. Meditation is good. A bit of quiet time is good, so that you could receive the messages and the insight as to what it may concern for you. Now, it's happening at around the 20th degree of Leo. New moon, new seed. We'll see the outcome and the culmination of it possibly within 6 months. That's the larger cycle. And we talk about this on Patreon, and we'll be talking about it today, so consider joining us on Patreon as we'll be looking closer at it. And if you're a fixed sign, so if you're a Leo, an Aquarius, a Scorpio, or a Taurus, or if you've got any planets placed there, this will be significant for you. So look to the area of Leo. That's where the new beginning is, the new very powerful beginning, because Leo is somewhere in your chart, even if you don't have planets in Leo, okay? And if you want more clarity and guidance on what's going on for you and concerning your chart, then do consider getting an astrology analysis on your chart to see where you are, how you're affected, the before, the now, and the after, okay? All right, the messenger is here. Patrons, you've got half of the signs have got their love readings. The rest will be done probably tomorrow. Well, we'll see, because tomorrow is the eclipse and we're already in the eclipse energies as the moon has now ingressed into Leo. So we're going to start seeing what may be playing out for each of us, okay? We're taking the what's this called? The Moonology Oracle. We're taking the Black Moon astrology cards. We're taking the Romance Angels to see what's going on in relationships. These two oracles here, singles and relationship oracle. And of course the Mystic Moon oracles. Let's see what's coming through us. Today is the 11th of August. We had Lionsgate, the 8th of the 8th. 3 days ago. I see that it's a portal from the 8th until the 11th for sure. 11 is justice. It is like a portal, like a path that's opening up for something new to begin, for there to be room to plant that seed, right? Something obviously needs to be eclipsed from our lives, something that's not fated on our destined path from here onwards. Do you have personal planets in those fixed signs? It will be very significant for you. Your rising, your moon placement, I would say even the nodes, south node, north node, because they're the fated points in your chart that signify your soul's path and destiny in this incarnation. Okay, so anyway, let's get into the tarot. I love astrology, you know that. That's why with personal readings, I prefer to always look at the chart a little bit and then do the tarot. It's like getting two different views or opinions on what's going on for you personally. So consider getting a personal reading. All the details are below. Do join us on TikTok and on Instagram. Those of you that speak Greek, we've got a Greek channel as well. It's called Mysteries of Gaia, and we're on TikTok and Instagram for that as well. Yes, busy little bee. I'm a double Virgo. I can't help myself. Let's see what's going on. Lots of love to our beautiful friends, those that are closest to us, and commenting, connecting, emailing, messaging all the time. You know who you are. Big hugs to all of you. Let's see what is the Karma Dharma as we're in the eclipse energies. New moon in Leo. Leo is the heart. Leo is creation. It's inspiration. It's giving birth to something. It's entrepreneurship. It's investments, love, desire, flirting, dating, getting out there, having fun, taking a risk. All these themes are the Leo archetype. Taking the initiative, taking leadership, taking ownership. And speaking of that, because this new moon will be with the south node. This solar eclipse is with the south node in Leo. So we're going to be seeing lots of people, because the shadow side to Leo is ego. Leo is the crowned king, okay? Metaphorically speaking, the crowned king, okay? I'm not talking about anyone in particular that physically wears a crown, but it's more the archetype and the ego of someone who holds a position of power. Many leaders that have not been have not done right by spirit. It's time for them to come off, be thrown off, be taken off, be pulled off the throne. They're losing their power, okay, which can mean many, many things. Okay, so we will be hearing all these things. Remember, Leo is also, it's art. It's theatre, it's Hollywood, it's people that are up on stage performing, okay? Lots of performers will be unmasked and then taken down from their throne. So listen out for that cosmically, okay? And in your own personal life, if someone has been on their high horse thinking that they're indispensable, they're larger than life, it's going to be a very humbling time, because the south node is what needs to be released. Let's go. We all have an ego, as long as it's a healthy, balanced, and humble ego, and not over the top, okay? Love you, Leo, guys. Happy birthday. If you're celebrating your birthday yesterday, today, tomorrow, couple of days before or after the eclipse, then you'll be carrying this eclipse for the rest of the year. Happy birthday to you. Bold, new, huge beginnings, but what are you leaving behind? Let's see what Spirit has for us today. What is the message? What are the energies that are playing out as we're reading a general? This is a general reading, everyone. Remember, you can tune into the energies. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and connecting with us. It helps us pick up the energies around, okay? So it does make a difference. Let's see, what is the Karma Dharma around this new moon, this total solar eclipse? Wow, and we've got the Hierophant. Okay. Now, Leo is relationships because it speaks to flirtation, dating. It's usually the early stages, right? It's the natural fifth house, which does speak to even intimacy, sex, right? We've got the Hierophant here, which is Taurus, another fixed sign. The Hierophant, of course, does speak to our beliefs, but it can also talk to family, marriage, a spiritual connection, religion and what we believe, something around a corporate company setting, someone that holds a position that is wise, that guides others. This could be a teacher, a guru. It could be a Taurus that some of you are dealing with, or you hold Taurus in your chart. Remember, Taurus is fixed earth, so Taurus needs security. Taurus needs to know that they are valued. Taurus does not go easily, does not run easily with change, neither does Leo. All the fixed signs, they can dig their heels in and, not be willing to make the changes. So therefore, and when eclipses happen on fixed signs, fixed axes like Aquarius, Leo now, the eclipses can be even more powerful because of the lack of change, the ability to flow, be flexible, right? So the eclipses can feel even more harsh. But we marry on eclipses, we divorce on eclipses, we give birth on eclipses, we buy property. It's not a time to fear, it's a time to be aware. Let's see what's coming through energetically. What does Spirit guide us as to generally what could be coming through on this or around this eclipse? Anytime. Remember, this could be a timeless reading. The message could be significant for you personally when you view this. And eclipses can play out months after and months before. Usually around the eclipses, the energies are much more potent. The portals are open. So many things can happen very close to and around. They can be precise on the day, but it depends on your personal journey, your chart, your soul's path, and what you've signed up for. Let's see what's going on. The moon. Wow. The moon, yes. The moon. Doubts, fears, high intuition, dreams, secrets. Lots of secrets relative to someone's emotional state, the state of their emotional life, what's going on in their life. And of course we're going to have revelations as the moon starts to wax. We will see what this new moon is all about. So let's go. Thank you, Spirit. 8 of Wands. Transition, movement, love messages, flight, travel, distance, fast energies, lots of desire, lots of passion. This is Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a foreigner. Something could be going on with long distance journeys. These could be messages that are coming from Spirit. They can be also connected to an open wound, because we see the centaur here. Sagittarius is a centaur, but the centaur is also Chiron. Chiron, that is at the early degrees of Taurus right now. Taurus is, it's our securities, it's our money. What financial security do we have? Do we feel safe and secure? Do we feel valued? Have we been valuing others? Taurus is the 5 senses also. It's the feel-good energy. So these could be love messages, or it's quick transition, or communication about long-distance travel, trips, some sort of an open wound, something. These could be messages that bring you a revelation or a resolution to an open wound. It could be relating to your values, self-worth, your physical body, your emotional body. What is the challenge? Temperance. So again, we've got Sagittarius. Again, Sagittarius. It could be related to family. Someone feels like the scapegoat or the one that does not fit in. Remember the centaurs in mythology, they were left out of the city walls because they were different. They smelt yucky, right? They had that raw animal smell. But remember that the centaur can also speak to not only the heel, the centaur is the wounded healer, but he also speaks to finding the resolution to an open wound that we've been carrying possibly from the past, connected to our heritage, our family of origin, or anything to do with, because remember the Hierophant can also speak to a spiritual connection, but also a commitment, a contract, a marriage. And I've been talking about Juno, the asteroid of commitment, marriage, childbirth, relationships. She's been retrograding in Aquarius with Pluto. So lots of changes where commitments, marriages, contracts that haven't been flowing, let's say. It's a time of change. Temperance is saying be patient. Some of you are losing your patience. This is fire, strong fire. Maybe something happened around the 8th of the 8th, right? It is an 8. And Spirit is saying don't lose your head. Don't lose your marbles. Take it easy, relax. Something is being worked out. This is an alchemy. Healing will happen. Maybe it's already in the process of happening. That lead is turning into gold, right? And remember that Leo is gold. It's the end of the rainbow that holds that pot of gold. It's recognition. It's success, right? Leo. It's the crown. It's success. It's themes to do with the heart. So, Temperance and Archangel Michael. Where are we coming from? We've got the Empress here. This could be a card of all the themes of Venus. Now, Venus has stepped into Libra. She's at home. I don't know about you. I went out last night. It was very unexpected. Had a wonderful time with friends and relatives. We had a little bit to drink, good food. That's what Taurus is. That's what Libra is. It's about relating harmoniously to others. But this opposition from Venus in Libra to Neptune in Aries, this could be an opposing energy. It's the I versus us, but there can also be an illusion. Don't have big expectations these days, because if something seems so magical, it could be a facade. It could be a mask that someone's wearing, or you're wearing rose-colored glasses, you're not seeing clearly. Even if it's this, but there was a very romantic endeavor yesterday, the day before, and these days around the eclipse, don't get carried away. Stay grounded, okay? Because you may be surprised at the reality of the situation. Okay, the Empress could possibly promise abundance, harvest, through patience, of course, through the initiative of having planted seeds and being patient for them to germinate. There's like a promise, because this is the seed of the reading. There's like a promise of manifestation, abundance, recognition, even climbing the ladder. You know, she's the Empress. She sits next to the Emperor. She's got the highest position. And I see her very much like as Juno, the asteroid of commitment, marriage, the wife of Zeus, right? But remember, she was dealing with a lot of infidelity relative and from her husband. So there can be a sense of jealousy, wanting revenge, being vengeful, because Juno did take revenge from the lovers of Zeus, her husband. There was jealousy, there was, she felt like it wasn't fair, she wasn't treated fairly, he never gave her children, therefore she gave birth to her own children. And this is like, we've got the ability, you, the individual, has got the ability Maybe you haven't had the ability in the past. You've got the ability to give birth to what it is that will create a sense of abundance and self-worth and knowing your value if you're not valued by others. Because this could speak to a possible promotion with this Leo lunar solar eclipse. But you have to be patient. That's what the Empress says. The seed is there. It's been planted. Now, it's got something to do with Taurus, Libra. Okay, and I've already analyzed what Taurus, Libra is. Let me not repeat myself. Let's move forward. What is crowning? The Two of Wands, more fire, more passion. There's the key, and the key is also Chiron. There's a dilemma, there's a choice, and this is also an open portal. We see the connection of these two aces, which are equal desire that both parties have. Is it a business partnership? I mean, anything can happen here. We could have promotion, we could have, this seems to be very much, very precious, very valuable what's coming through so far. There's a lot of gold, there's a lot of abundance in the reading so far, but there are still some dilemmas, right? 8 and 2 is 10 wands. We're coming to the end of a heavy burden. And there are the keys as well. There are the 2 keys that the Hierophant holds. Now, if you're not able to make a choice or make the changes, Spirit is going to come and make them for you. So maybe you should take the initiative to trust in your higher self, to trust in your ability. Leo is about leadership, but there's something that we need to leave behind. Maybe it's just going overboard with the ego, or going overboard and being very, holding a lot of vanity and thinking that you're, as I said, indispensable and you don't need the other. That's wrong. No one could be happy in the Garden of Eden on their own. We see the Empress sitting on her throne surrounded by abundance, but she is alone. She needs her Emperor. Okay, and whether it's a relationship or whether it's other people in our life that are significant, then we can't walk this life alone, right? So maybe water down the anger, water down the perfectionism, water down the thought that you can lead and you can hold the crown and the throne forever. At some point, the wheel turns, right? So it depends on where you've been and where you're heading. If the wheel has been reversed for you, it's time for the wheel to come, come around and help you with the fated changes. Remember, the wheel is its life. There's always cycles. Nothing ever stays the same. Let's see, in the recent past, the dream. Oh my God, there's the ship. The abundant ship that's on the horizon. More wands. This is like a back and forth. We go from the 3 to the 2. Maybe someone needs to make a significant decision. They're having a hard time going back and forth. That's about not being able to make a decision, right? As I said, if you're not able to do that on your own, here comes Spirit and decides for you. So maybe you should take the initiative and be your own emperor, empress in your own life. What is the outcome? We've got a King of Cups. So it's all about heart. It's all about the emotions, the feelings. It's all about the psyche. It's all about our higher self and what we feel. We need to feel into the energies. King of Cups, emotional, mature, loving, open, fatherly, very intuitive, very romantic as well, but also very creative. The King of Cups is an offer that has matured, right, and is on offer right now. The King of Cups could be any water sign. Usually we talk about Scorpio here, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, we see a lot of desire, a lot of movement, a lot of change. Remember, Leo is a fixed fire sign. Fire is very strong in the sky right now, fire and air. So the energies could be very, very fast. Where we're going to is a mature offering here, whether it's a creative venture, whether it's a love offer. Let's come together. I mean, he's offering his Ace of Cups. There's something about a new beginning. Okay? And there's luck that comes around with it. We see the little seahorses here. And we've got the Seven of Wands, more fire. My God. You know, we've just seen, and well, so those of you that follow the astrology, Mars, the masculine fiery energy, about energy, movement, desire, inspiration, energy, has moved into Cancer. And that's the position of fall. Mars does not like being in Cancer. He gets too emotional, or his fire gets put out by being over emotional. Too much water is Cancer. And there can be a lot of frustration. He does slow down. Maybe he's got fires to put out in his own personal life, in his home life, whatever gives him that security, because Cancer is the natural fourth house, right? So it's got to do with family and past matters coming back up. So someone's holding a position of power, but they're also possibly in denial, maybe not even thinking that they can be recognized, or even be congratulated for their accomplishments. Someone feels like life has been very hard on them, I feel here. Or whatever it is that they desire, whatever it is that you desire, you feel like the world has been against you. Like you could see the recognition, you could see the success. Hello, what a surprise. Hello, beautiful girl, my beautiful Gaia. Welcome. And that they've been fighting against the odds for so long, and there may be exhaustion, there may be, because whatever it is that this person wants to manifest and create, they feel like they're going against the grain, going against the family, going against what they believed. I mean, we're all changing, we're all evolving, the world is changing, everything and everyone is changing around us. So expect the unexpected. What we thought that could never happen could possibly happen, right? And there's the Nine of Cups. I would say continue fighting, even though you're going against the grain, you're going against your beliefs or what others thought for you, what was good for you. You need to trust your intuition. There's your Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment. This is what makes you feel good. This is where you connect with those five senses, the Taurus, the feel-good energy. This is what gives you a sense of security and happiness and self-worth. Some people have had possibly internal battles, fighting with their complexes, that I'm not good enough, that if I make this offer, it's going to get knocked back, that if I send those messages and be open with my heart, or be true and be authentic, which is Aquarius, right? Opposite Leo is Aquarius. Being my true self, that I will not be accepted, that I will be put out just like the centaurs were. Maybe that's the wrong thing to do. Maybe think about it again, okay? Let's see what's going on in the psyche. What's going on in our subconscious? What energies will be playing out? How will we be affected? Whether it's you or it's the person you're here watching this reading for, take it as it resonates. But of course, the eclipses affect everyone. Now, solar eclipses are very powerful. They speak about change, external change. They're not so internalized like lunar eclipses. So things are going to be evolving and changing around us. They could happen very quickly because Leo is fire. Leo is play. It's about having fun. It's about doing things that make your heart smile, make you smile. Don't hold back. Don't. I mean, lions are children. It's the inner child. Let that child of yours get out and play, flirt, have fun for once. I got the goosebumps as I said that. Let's see. New direction. And I'm going to give you a little peek into the love readings. This was a very common card in the first 6 signs that have been done already. New direction. We see the sun. She's following her heart, which is Leo. Mirroring. Now, there was a sign that got these 2 cards exactly. I cannot remember. It's one of the first 6 signs. Mirroring is like both parties. Whoever you're dealing with, both parties looking towards that new direction, or looking towards, the path is also physical travel, transition, movement, but also following their heart, following their truth. Big dreams. Yep, to that big dream where there are still possibly doubts about it. And wow. Okay, we're getting peaks from the tarot. 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. You may not know. Someone wants to reconcile. You may not know because they're holding back. They're minding their heart. They want to connect with you. That they want possibly, if there's any third parties involved, that they don't want the third parties. They want one-on-one. They don't want the intrusion of others. Or where someone's been minding their pennies, being very careful, they're going to celebrate something. So this could be financial stability and abundance, some sort of a celebration, nevertheless. And I was going to pick up these cards. You see the big dream. It's about something that, and it's the moon, right? It's about something that you've been envisioning, hoping for, dreaming about. We see a lot of water here as well, so it could be a very emotional time. Ascending. And we also see the boat transitioning over water. Physical travel or emotional ascension towards this new direction. It could be happening with you and the person that you're thinking about. And the big dreams could also be a lot of secrets that were withheld from you that may come to light. We see the sun twice here, and that's going to give you a lot of happiness, because what's been hidden is going to show up, and it's going to be quite positive, I feel here, right? We've got pride and ego. This is abundance. This is spiritual connection. This is pride, ego. This is someone ready to fight for a connection. If there were choices, remember the male peacock will fight. And this speaks to pride and ego, but a sense of also being able to see with your third eye. It's a very intuitive time. The sky's open, right? So trust in what's coming to you. And this is great abundance as well. And forgiveness. Okay. Forgiveness is also very necessary. Forgive yourself, you forgive the others in your life. The muse, whatever you imagine, you can create. But again, be careful with the opposition with Neptune and Venus. It could be very positive, but maybe after that things were not exactly as they seemed, right? And there may be revelations that are hard to sort of swallow. And we've got the shadow work here. So shadow work is difficult times, right? It could be relating to a tribe, a connection, a very significant connection, or even a family situation here, or a connection with a karmic partner. We see again the moon. You may be finding out. You may be finding something out that, because we've got the sun and moon, I mean, that's new moon, right? Maybe finding something out that could be a little bit hard to swallow. Could Could be very revealing. Let's see what the Moonology says. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. So this may be playing out for the next 6 months, right? Because it's a full moon in Leo. This will take place in 6 months. So it does speak to pride. You see the pride card right there. Someone may be asking you for forgiveness. Maybe the forgiveness needs to be from both sides. So it does talk to pride. There's nothing worse than a wounded lion. A wounded ego of a lion. It can be very sore indeed. So Leo does speak to leadership. It does speak to... Could talk to a particular Leo individual for you, but also someone that does hold leadership, right? We've got you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. That's interesting, you know. In 6 months, we're going to have a full moon in Leo and then a full moon in Virgo. So it could be in 6-7 months. Something's playing out there. So you are good enough tells me that someone was lacking in knowing their ability and how big they can be, how successful or how strong they could be. And we've got, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So many full moons which are talking about culmination. So someone needs to look at the bigger picture, right? We've got Sagittarius, Virgo, Leo. And be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. And Leo is bold. So it speaks to overcoming fears, right? Cardinal moon, cardinal means initiative. Take the initiative. Okay. So the cardinal signs, of course, are Cancer, Capricorn, Cancer. Wow. Okay, another revelation. Another peak. What did Spirit want us to see? This Ace of Pentacles, it's big and it's bold and it's huge. This is a potential that's been in hiding that you are unaware about. Ace of Pentacles could be anything. Okay. Let's see what the Moonology Oracle guides us. What comes through? What's coming through with this eclipse? The eclipse energies of this new moon, dear Spirit. And you know, Mercury is right opposite Pluto now, so expect lots of revelations, lots of seeing lots of truths, a lot of information coming out. And with Mercury in Leo now, there could be a lot of blurting out because Mercury cannot hold back on his word. He's fired up, right? He's very passionate. Gemini, I think. It's a number 15, mind you, which is also the devil. We've got Pluto transformation, number 11. Another number 11. And we've got Scorpio, I transform. So Pluto, Scorpio come through very strongly. Remember, Mars also rules Scorpio, not only Aries, and Mars is in Cancer. Now, Cancer is similar to Scorpio in the sense that they've got that hard shell. They put on a brave front, but on the inside they're very sensitive, soft, cuddly and loving, right? But they put on that brave front. And Cancerian people that you may know may have got those, they may flip-flop, you know, from being really tough on the external, and then internally when they trust and they're open, they're very soft and mushy and loving. And they're very similar, Scorpio and Cancer. I do see Cancerians as little Scorpios, we can say. So we've got Gemini, I think. It's got to do with thought, perception, communication. Mutable energy is about change. Then we've got Pluto, transformation, and Scorpio, I transform. Oh my God, talk about change. Talk about change. Remember, the Scorpio is a 20. 20 is judgment. It's crisis. So there's something about releasing something toxic. Lots of revelations about things that were very hidden. Remember, Scorpio energy, Pluto is about secrets. It's about mysteries being revealed. Pluto is transiting Aquarius, so it may have to do with politics, groups, associations, on the world level, groups of people on social media. Lots of themes being revealed on the cosmic level, but as well as that, personally speaking, something is coming through relative to a leader and a group that they're dealing with. Remember, Aquarius is all about truth. So whatever is revealed and will come up to the surface will bring truths, will bring transformation, will bring change. Okay? Remember, Scorpio is fixed. So Spirit is like saying, don't be so fixated. Maybe check out, ask questions, be more mutable, let change come in, because if you're not doing that, if you're not being mutable, transmuting, and you're stuck, then you're going to go through a death process, which could be, a death process is never easy. Aquarius, I know. So that was like the answer. What I just said, Spirit just answered, I know. Because Aquarius knows everything. There's such intelligence with Aquarius, right? It is the natural 11th house, and that's where Pluto is. So you're going to know if you've been doubting things. Spirit is going to show you, so you will know. There will be revelations. Remember, Mercury. Mercury is going to connect with Jupiter. Mercury is going to connect with the Sun in the next few days. Oh, eclipses can be very exciting. They can be quite scary sometimes. Remember, back in the days, people used to hide. They used to think that the world was coming to an end with eclipses. It was something else. Let's see what's going on in love. There will be change. There will be transmutation. And there will be shocks and twists and turns for sure here. I see that very strongly. Lots of revelations. There are the masks. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, or generally, I'm going to say. Do follow us on TikTok and on Instagram. I've uploaded today about masks coming off. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. And a wedding, if not in love reading, then it's got to do with partnerships, right? Could be in business, could be in politics, could be with world leaders on a cosmic level. We're going to have lots of revelations. Many leaders in the world do hold very strong Leo. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Joy is the Leo word for me. Heart is the Leo word. So it's a very passionate time. It's a time of great flirtation. New people may be coming into your life as well. We do have new relationships and new people entering. Keep that in mind. I was talking to a friend of mine just last night, and she totally shocked me and surprised me. With someone new that's shown up in her life, which I didn't expect. When you least expect it, it can happen. And she's a Taurus. So maybe that will give our Taurians out there some hope for new love. I mean, it is a time of taking action and not sitting back, right? Not being recessive. It's fire. Let's see what the guidance is with singles and relationships. That was the end of 44 minutes and 40 seconds of reading. Let's continue. Losing yourself. You feel lost in your partner. It's okay to be yourself and have your own life too. Pent-up anger. You have unresolved feelings from your past that make you resentful towards others. And that would be Mars in Cancer. Mars is going to take a little while in Cancer. He slows down in water, so there will be a lot of frustration, a lot of anger, getting hurt. All love comes with a risk of losing it. Don't be afraid to floss. Take a chance. I'm going to leave it there. Even if you anger someone, even if you feel like you're going to tread on someone's toes, you need to act. Okay? And insecurities. Work on building your confidence and feeling safe in your relationship. The insecurities are complexes. They probably have got to do with open wounds from childhood, from your upbringing, yours or your person's. What is this King of Cups about? Okay. Knight of Coins, Ten of Cups, the Hierophant, the Devil, Knight of Cups, and Four of Wands. Okay. What I see here is someone's beliefs has been holding them back from what makes them happy from this offer, whatever this offer is. Marriage, tradition may have to do with it. Family, whether it's your family of tradition, where you've come from, or a family that's been built, that you've built. We see the Devil and we see the Faith card here. And the Knight of Cups and the Four of Wands. It's like, remember the portal, the 11, this is the 1111. We see a Knight of Cups coming in. It's like they cannot resist, even though they may be blocked, maybe also risking a situation that may bring a culmination or an ending to a family situation. The Ten of Cups is, this is my bliss. This is what I believe. Even though it's hard, I'm going to put a lot of effort in. I really desire this, and maybe the timing, the Devil, right? Because you've had many cycles here. You've done cycles, you've worked hard. Capricorn energy. It's like you haven't lost sight to what you desired, and this feels like an opportunity, okay? I will leave it there. I think with the jumping cards we got different messages, but I believe that I did the right thing today. My darlings, be bold and make the first move. Someone needs to be bold. A lot will be coming to be revealed. There's a lot of anger, a lot of frustration. Some of you have lost your authentic self. You need to stand up and show who you truly are. That's what Leo does. Leo is ferocious, is bold, is not does not fear. Okay, so whatever the messages are, I hope they resonated. Thank you so much, dear friends. I'm going to say happy new moon, happy solar eclipse. I will not be doing the love reading tomorrow, Wednesday. Why? Because of the eclipse. It's right on. It's tomorrow. So we will put it, take it down to Friday when the energies settle a little bit. So expect the twin flame karmic connection or soulmate connection reading on Friday. All right. So I will leave you with it. Happy new moon, happy solar eclipse, wishing you all well. Thank you so much. As I said, if you're interested, do reach out for a personal reading. I will have time to get those readings out to you soon. But don't leave it till the end of the month, because I get busy at the end of the month. So you need to be quick, act, and leaving you with that. Thank you so much, everyone. Love you lots.